Tonight, Mark Zuckerberg once again facing skeptical lawmakers, pushing him on Facebook's failure to protect its users' private information.
It seems as though you turned a blind eye to this, correct?
Congressman, I disagree with that assessment.
And pressing him to change Facebook's default settings to minimize how much of your personal information is shared.
Congressman, this is a complex issue that I think deserves more than a one-word answer.
Well, again, that's disappointing to me because I think you should make that commitment.
And now the billionaire admitting he was one of the 87 million Facebook users who unwittingly had personal information harvested by political data firm Cambridge Analytica.
Was your data included in the data sold to the malicious third parties? Your personal data?
Yes.
Zuckerberg says he agrees with what critics say is overdue. More regulation of his social media network that accesses the personal information of 2 billion users.
The internet is growing in importance around the world in people's lives, and I think that it is inevitable that there will need to be some regulation.
But when pressed on the exact type of regulation, Zuckerberg would not agree to specifics.
Why should Americans trust Facebook again?
After 2 marathon days in the hot seat, the embattled CEO leaving Capitol Hill with many questions still unanswered.
They didn't talk enough about what exactly happened and how the decisions were made. Mark tended to skitter around about those and not saying, I didn't know about that, I didn't know about this. But he is the CEO of the company.
Although Zuckerberg is done testifying, this is round one of a longer battle. The cloud of potential regulation still hangs over Facebook as lawmakers here propose new limits on what they can do with your data.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.